Everyone has a story, and every story matters. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to all have a unique. This isn't a show just about their stories, but about the stories that have also shaped me. Stories that you just can't make up. Welcome to You Can't Make It Up. I am your host, Chrissy Jackson. I am a podcasting newbie, and that is why at the beginning of this episode, I said I am going to freak out, y'all. This is my take recording this week's episode. First time I was on mute. Second time I did something to the recording, I deleted somehow. Here we are again. Third time's a charm. I have dreamed of hosting my own show for many years. I take the leap. Thank you for taking it with me. Today is Tuesday, March 18th, 2025, or it will be when this podcast is. And welcome to episode 7 of my show. 7 weeks, y'all. That's so exciting. I am grateful that you are here. If this is your first time to listen, I am a menopausal, middle-aged mom. I love my family. I love Jesus. I love music. I love working out with Peloton. I had a great workout today with Dr. Chelsea Jackson Roberts. Yoga is my friend. Tate too. I am broadcasting from Houston, Texas. My dream is to travel the world and experience the beauty that God has created, and I hope this will be an avenue to take me there. What will you learn or gain listening to this podcast? You'll hear real stories you can't make up. Y'all can't make up, but I had to record this for the third time now. My goal is to share real life with my listeners. I want to encourage you to never give up. This is hard, but you can overcome any obstacle with perseverance, and we can all persevere. So this week, I'm talking to you about music, messages and music. So earlier today, I was out of my driveway listening to my phone. No Shoes Radio on Sirius XM, Kenny Chesney's radio station. I was listening to it while I was in the driveway sanding a dresser. It's a project piece I like to do. Refurbish furniture. So I'm working on this dresser, but I don't know if it's going to stay a dresser. It might be a bookshelf. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to tell you about. So I was listening to music, and I've been thinking about something earlier in the day, a conversation that I had with my daughter, and something that I said, and I guess I was still enough to hear God speaking to me through these songs. You can't make it up, y'all. Like, seriously. The first song, I was like, oh my gosh. I had to stop what I was doing and make a note in my phone. Then the next song, like 3 songs in a row, God was using the music to speak to me. And this has to do with something that I have set a goal for myself to complete by the time I'm 50. And so it was a good, encouraging way to hear the Lord speak. And I know we've talked about this on a previous episode. Me and Aunt Jamie were talking about it, and how she heard the Lord speaking to her. And, it really happens, y'all. Like, the Lord speaks to you. He may use, like today, he used music to speak to me. We just have to listen. I'm so glad that I was able to tune into his voice, and that he used the lyrics to these songs to speak to me today. And I'm so thankful that I am at a place where I can hear him speaking to me, because it really is a blessing, and I am very grateful for it. So that is what I just wanted to share with you all today. Just that if you listen carefully, the Lord will speak to you. I promise. So that is this week's You Can't Make It Up story of mine.
Thank you for listening to You Can't Make It Up. Interested in sponsoring this podcast? Email us, You Can't Make It Up, bcpmedia@gmail.com.
Every show is a work in progress, but I do have this weekly media You Can't Make It Up story of the week, something that I've seen in the media that was like, oh my gosh, you cannot make that up, right? So for the last 2 weeks, I've been talking about the Eagles. Well, guess what? We're going to talk about the Eagles again. Big Bear Valley, friends of Big Bear Valley, y'all. There was a big snowstorm there at the end of last week, over the weekend. And y'all, if you didn't get a chance to see it, there's a video, I think, on AccuWeather's Instagram page that is set to music, so it's even more emotional. Like, what these birds lived through. Oh my gosh. And they're just taking care of their babies in their little nest, and it's just so beautiful. So, but there is some sad news. One of the eaglets did pass away, but the way that Jackie and Shadow cared for this baby, like the way that they mourned the loss of their baby, was very special. And I'm so glad that there is a way to see this. It is so cool. And if you have kids, like, let your kids watch this. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. The birds are beautiful. The setting is beautiful. The noises are in the background are beautiful. The snowstorm even took out like their microphone and this infrared light that they have up there, so you can't see the birds at night right now. But it was a bad snowstorm, but it's just something beautiful to see. And that is my week 3 of the story about the birds, the eagles. And I will find something else to talk about next week. If you have a suggestion for this segment of my show, let me know. Obviously, if you can't tell, I probably need one. That is a wrap of this episode of You Can't Make It Up. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you subscribe to my show wherever you get your podcasts. You can leave me a review and let me know what you think, and share the podcast with your family and friends. I would love a sponsor. If you want to support my show, leave me a comment with your contact information. Email me. You Can't Make It Up, bcpmedia@gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram, on your mom 6868. On X, I am CNF77. If you're on the Peloton app, I am Boring Christine. Make sure you follow me there so we can work out together. And thank you again for joining me for You Can't Make It Up. Tune in for a new episode every Tuesday. Thank you for listening. I'm going to leave you with a quote this week from Pamela Anderson. And Pamela Anderson, you know, Baywatch, married to Tommy Lee, or Once Upon a Time was. This on Threads. It says, starting over is not erasing the past. It's carrying forward what matters, leaving behind what doesn't, and stepping into something new without knowing exactly where it leads. That is the gift. I am so glad I just was sitting here and I opened up this, and there it was, another moment of God speaking to me, using something else to speak to me, music to me. Thanks, y'all. I hope you have a great week.
You Can't Make It Up is a production of BCP Multimedia. This podcast is produced and written by Chrissy Jackson. All rights are reserved.